All right, go back into the proper weaver stance. I need you to straighten out that back. There you go, right there. Okay, now let's talk about your proper grip. Okay, all right. Your right hand, which is your shooting hand, you're going to thrust it out. Good. Good, okay? Your left hand, which is your stabilization hand, you're going to pull it in to you. Good. Your thumbs are along the frame. Good. Along the frame here. Good. Wrap that hand around more. Wrap around. There you go. Along this frame. Good. All right, that is your proper grip. All right, now let's talk about sight alignment. Right there, hold what you got. You have your front sight post, you have your rear sight. I'm gonna say it again. You have your front sight, you have your rear sight. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna close one eye. We're gonna determine which one of your eyes is the dominant eye and which one is the non-dominant eye here shortly. Okay, but you're gonna close right now. I just want you to close your left eye. Okay, you're gonna look straight down your sights. You're gonna line your front sight right in the middle of your rear sights. They're going to be flushed evenly across, and they also going to be having the proper distance left to right. Okay, flushed evenly across and proper distance left to right. That is your sight picture. We're going to talk more. I want to show you some more things on the screen for your sight pictures. Okay, now we're going to talk about breathing control. Both eyes open. I want you to look at the tip of your weapon right here. Look at your front fire post with both eyes open. What I want you to do is take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. What is that weapon doing when you inhale?
Going down.
It's going up, actually. Yep, look at it. Inhale, exhale. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Inhale, exhale. The reason why it's doing that, because when your lungs inflate with air, your oxygen, it automatically raises your upper torso. You already know that. Track star. Okay. When you exhale, you deflate, your lungs are deflating, then it's lowering it down. Okay. That is so important because when you're locking in on your target, you're using the proper aiming technique, you need to hold your breath momentarily before you pull that trigger. Okay. Holding your breath is a natural respiratory pause between your exhaling and your inhaling again. Okay, so when you exhale, pause, squeeze around, start back breathing again. Okay, that's called your breathing control. You always want to squeeze the trigger while you're momentarily holding your breath. Okay, now let's talk about trigger control. That's the next one on the list. Trigger control. Now you don't relax for a second. Good. I know your arm getting tired, man. All right, so let's talk about trigger control real quick, right? Now, you don't want to put too much finger inside your trigger. You don't want to put too less, all right? If you put too much finger inside the trigger guard, all right, put a lot of finger, go into a proper isosceles stance for me real quick. Go into isosceles. Good. Now, I want you to put all of your finger inside the trigger guard, all right? Now, only thing I want you to do is pull that trigger and watch the laser. Did you see the laser go to the right?
Yeah.
All right? Because once you pull that trigger, when you have too much finger, it pulls it that way. Now barely touch the trigger with your finger. Barely touch right there. Now, what did the laser do? It went to the left. Exactly. So when you don't put enough finger inside the trigger guard, it pushes it to the left. Too much finger in the trigger guard, it pulls it to the right. Too less finger to the left. So you want to get that happy medium of finger right there on the medium tip of that finger, right about there. Good. And you want to pull it straight back towards you to keep that sight picture in line. Bam, you see that? And that's the difference in your trigger control. The last thing about this thing, we're going to end it up with our follow through. Your follow through is your proper grip, okay? Your grip, your intensity. That means when the recoil happens, when it goes pow, it's the least movement that you can have with that weapon. You need to lock back in on your target, back in on your sight, okay, without the weapon moving and jumping everywhere, okay? So follow through is squeezing the trigger, pow, back on target, pow, back on target, pow, back on target. Do that make sense to you? So that is your follow through. Lining up that next shot. Focus. The resetting, exactly. The resetting. So you just went through all of these fundamentals real quick, from body position to grip to aiming to breathing control, trigger control, and the follow through. Are there any questions? Now we finna have some fun because we about to try it. Sound good?
Yeah.
I